All right, I'm going to take you through the workflow of this new audiovisual piece I've been working on. So I'm here in Ableton Live, which is where all of the audio stems from and is controlled throughout the piece. I've got 8 different tracks here of audio. Within each channel are just little stems, little bits of improvisation that I had prepared ahead of time. The important thing here is that each clip has a different length, which means that once you start them all off at the same time, they will begin to loop in an irregular way and hopefully generate something interesting and ever-evolving. And then on this MIDI channel here, I've got a Max for Live object, and that object converts MIDI information into OSC and then sends it out, in this case through port 2346. And that is then the protocol that I use to communicate with open frameworks, which I'll show you in a second, which controls the visual aspect of the piece. So I've just mapped each track volume for every channel, and I'm sending it out with its own distinct address. And then over on the 4th channel, I've got another object which does the same, but just maps various parameters within this auto filter here. So if I go up and start all of the clips off at the same time, you'll see that they're all going around and they're all starting to loop over one another, but you can't hear anything because all of the track volumes are currently down, so nothing is coming out from the master channel here yet. So if I jump across to the code, the first thing you can see within the main update section is the code required to receive all this OSC data from all of the different faders within Ableton, and then I'm passing them through into the update section of a grid class that I've created right here. And then what I can do is I can take those values and then map them between various parameters, again then saving them out as various different variables. And then once again I can pass those through down here into the update section of my particle class, and then use them to control all sorts of different things to do with the particles. So how it moves, where it moves, color values, size values, whatever it may be. And then because I'm using the APC40 MIDI controller, it's just a very hands-on way of keeping things changing and moving, and you're almost playing a mixing board as an instrument and generating something hopefully cool from there. So if I run the sketch, initially you won't see anything at all because you can't hear anything and you can't see anything, all of the faders still down. So what I will do, I'll jump back to Ableton just to show you. If I bring up channel 7, for example, you can start to hear a faint piece of audio there. However, still nothing's going to happen within the sketch because fader 7, in this case here, controls the step change on the x-axis of a noise value. So you still can't see the particles at this stage because I have another channel set up to control the size of particles themselves. So what I can do is go back to the sketch, start to bring the size in very slowly. You'll hear another piece of audio come in, and then start to see my particles affected by the noise that we'd already introduced. And yeah, from there it's really just a matter of playing around, bringing in different pieces of audio to do different things, drop the noise out so it becomes a little bit more ordered. Start to bring the lines in. And yeah, it's just a matter of playing and You're always going to get something different, you're always going to get something new. And that's about it.